A lot of people claim that AI is what's ruining the planet. But did you know that producing one single burger uses the same amount of water as 120,000 plus ChatGPT searches? A single beef burger requires thousands of liters of water, meaning you would need millions of ChatGPT queries to match the water footprint of just one burger. Yet the same people who contribute to this are telling everyone to stop using AI. This isn't to defend the use of AI, it's just to call out people's hypocrisy and shows how many of them don't really care about the impact their actions have on the environment.
People are not realizing that we are currently eating ourselves to extinction.
Literally.
Because if we look at the data today, we can see that animal agriculture is actually a major contributor to climate change, greenhouse gas emissions, species extinction, and land and water degradation.
In fact, a vegan reduces their carbon footprint by 75%. That's not a joke.
It's amazing. I feel like a lot of people who care for the environment, you pretty much have to go vegan.
Having one beef patty is the equivalent to showering for 2 months. I mean, what?
People actually take short showers for the environment, and then they go to eat like a beef patty, like at McDonald's. That doesn't make sense.
Producing just 1 pound of beef requires roughly 1,800 to 2,000 gallons of water. An entire year of heavy daily AI use has a smaller water footprint than eating a single beef burger. It takes 628 liters of water to make just 1 liter of cow's milk. That's 13 times more water than is needed for oat milk. A comprehensive Oxford University study showed that a diet high in meat, more than 100 grams daily, equivalent to a big burger, requires a whopping 890 liters of water per person each day, which is almost double the amount used to produce food eaten on a plant-based diet. While AI is a new threat to our resources, the animal agriculture industry has been draining them for decades. Supermarkets and food companies like Tesco and JBS are fueling the destruction of natural forests like the Amazon, cutting and burning down millions of trees to make room for animal agriculture, to grow plants to feed pigs, chickens, and cattle. This also leads to indigenous people being attacked and worse for protecting the forests where illegal farming takes place. It's estimated that up to 1.5 million hectares of deforestation can be attributed to JBS supply chains. The destruction of our natural world to support animal agriculture is one of the main reasons why wild animals and other mammals are becoming endangered and extinct.
96% of the mass of mammals on our planet today are us and the livestock that we've domesticated. Only 4% is everything else, from elephants to badgers, tigers to bats. 70% of all birds are now domesticated poultry, mostly chickens. Nature once determined how we survive. Now we determine how nature survives.
The really inconvenient truth is animal agriculture is the leading destroyer of our planet. It is the leading cause of habitat destruction, wildlife extinction, not to mention human world hunger and human disease. And they're just not talking about it, they meaning the establishment. It is the biggest crisis of our time, and we are just scratching the surface because we don't want to look at the number one cause of what's destroying our planet, the consumption of meat and dairy, because people don't want to face themselves. They don't want to change their habits. They don't want to look in the mirror.
Did you know that animal agriculture produces over 500 million tons of manure every single year in the US alone, which is double the production of solid waste by humans? This manure emits toxic gases into our air and pollutes our waterways.
You're looking at cowbirds, detected from space. Satellites have detected methane emissions from belching cows at a California feedlot. It's the first time emissions from livestock, a major component of agricultural methane, could be measured from space. And the company doing it, environmental data firm GHGSat, says the accuracy of their satellite readings is needed to track greenhouse gas emissions from cattle farming. Agriculture is a major source of methane, a greenhouse gas that's many times more potent than carbon dioxide. Cattle farming, notably beef production, is responsible for 3.7% of all emissions, with the world's 1.4 billion cows each burping up to 500 litres of methane per day.
And it doesn't just destroy the atmosphere, but our water too. This is the lake near a slaughterhouse, filled with pig feces, the size of 4 football fields. In North Carolina alone, there are over 2,000 of these kinds of factories. Even if nobody ever used AI again, our waters would still be affected because of the fishing industry. Over 100 million sharks are intentionally killed every year. This is without counting the thousands of sharks, turtles, whales, dolphins that are killed by ghost nets abandoned by the fishing industry. The fishing industry is by far the largest killer of wildlife on the planet, and it may never end because most people are too selfish to stop creating a demand for it. The giant oceanic manta ray, referred to as the angels of the sea, are one of the largest animals in the ocean with a wingspan measuring up to 7 meters. Sadly, since 2019, they have been listed as an endangered species, and fishing is their greatest threat. Giant manta rays are both targeted and caught as bycatch in a number of global fisheries throughout their range, and are most susceptible to artisanal fisheries and industrial purse seine fisheries.
Every single year, 2.7 trillion marine animals are killed. 2.7 trillion is a number that the human brain cannot comprehend. And that is the statistics that I gave earlier. That is the 85,000 per second figure. Scientists are saying if we continue like this, by 2048, we'll see fishless oceans. Which makes you wonder, why is everyone so ready to stop using plastic straws to save the fish, but no one wants to stop eating the fish to save the fish? Doesn't that make much more sense? If you care about the fish, stop eating the fish. Plastic straws make less than 0.3% of the plastic in the ocean, and at least half of the Great Barrier Patch, which is a massive area in the ocean made of plastic, at least half of it is discarded nets from the fishing industry. The animal agriculture industry is an industry that is based on the systemic oppression, torture, violence, and killing of other animals, but it doesn't end there. In the past 25 to 30 years, they have also killed more than 1,100 activists who were raising awareness about the impact that it has on the environment.
These shocking images reveal what really happens on MSC-certified sustainable fishing boats in the West and Central Pacific Ocean. Images of shark finning, dead dolphins, piles of manta rays, and a huge whale shark caught in the nets has offered a stark contrast to the greenwashing of responsible and well-managed fishing. The report by Shark Guardian goes into a number of major violations, even revealing that the MSC was made aware of this data from 2007.
Farming alone destroyed at least 38% of the world's mangroves to make room for artificial ponds of densely stocked shrimp. Mangroves are huge carbon sinks that can sequester 4 times more carbon than rainforests can. Yet today, 75% of the world's mangroves are under threat. From slavery to mangrove deforestation, the industry conveniently hides the true cost behind shrimp cocktails. So yes, AI harms the environment, but take a look at the damage the beef you bought has on the earth first. Thank you so much if you watched to this point. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.